What is happening, my friends? Welcome to another great episode of the Arrington Gavin Show. I am your guy, your host, Arrington Gavin. Thank you so much for tuning in to your go-to spot for sharp insights, bold opinions, and unfiltered takes on the biggest stories of the day. Whether it's politics, sports, pop culture, or the latest buzz, we're diving deep and keeping it real. So do me a favor, kick back, stay informed, and get ready to join the conversation. Look, my friends, so excited to be joining you here on this great day. Thank you so much once again, and as always, taking the time out of your schedule to kick back and enjoy another great convo with your homie. You could be listening, you could be watching and doing other things with your time, but you choose to take an hour out of your time to catch up and tune into the Arrington Gavin Show. So again, I truly thank you, my friends. Look at here. So we got a lot of stuff to impact on within this hour. First things first, we are going to be discussing, of course, some latest news in the trial happening in New York City with the current mayor that involves the current mayor of New York City, Eric Adams. Yet another person from his squad has stepped down from their position due to this ongoing investigation. Again, Eric Adams was recently indicted on bribery and receiving gifts and contributions from foreign groups, and a big no-no for the leader of probably one of the most expensive and well-known cities in the United States, really in the world, in my opinion. Also, what else do we have going on here? A viral influencer known as a veneer specialist arrested. So one thing I've noticed, it's like every season you see a celebrity either, oh, it looks like they got a little work done in their face, or it looks like they, the Brazilian butt lift was a big huge thing, right? So you had the butt lifts, you got obviously the chest done. Men and women, by the way, men and women get a lot of cosmetic work done, abdominals, implants, all around. As well as one thing I've noticed is veneers. You see when celebrities or people get a little chunk of change added on or added into their pockets, it's like you see something that they change up about themselves. And I'm noticing a lot of big white teeth. I'm talking teeth literally falling out of their mouth. And so it is hold on real quick. Had a family member calling me. And so we're going to talk about this story because it's quite interesting. It's quite interesting because the person that has been made millions off of really falsifying a license, people thinking he was a true expert, which he wasn't. And he's now getting locked up for that. Also, a R&B singer by the name of Jaguar Wright. She claims that Jay-Z and Beyonce are monsters, just like Diddy. And she's even having some really graphic allegations and intense allegations brought up to the power couple. And she had recently did a sit down with Piers Morgan on his show called what is this show called? Is it called Uncensored or Censored? I forgot what the name is. It was a Piers Morgan program, and so I'll impact a little more here on the program. We also have a recent comedian received some backlash for spewing some true hatred towards a known NBA star that just passed away. Trump supporters are weird. That's going to be another topic within the show, as well as elder abuse or by choice. We'll talk about it here on the Arrington Gavin Show. Before I move forward, I always have to acknowledge and thank some of our proud supporters of the Arrington Gavin Show, like our friends over at Priority Ford. James Church is the guy that you want to get in contact with. I have since then moved from the foreign cars to the I've moved away from the foreign cars to the to American made, and it's something that I've never thought about pursuing before I was a huge, I was a Beamer guy all my life, and now you now can catch me in the Ford family. So I personally will say go American made, support American businesses, and make sure you check out Priority Ford. Look, you don't have to be in the Hampton Roads area in order to visit this amazing dealership. Look, you can go online at priorityford.com. You can also call them at 757-255-8935. Again, that's 757-255-8935. And or you can go online at priorityford.com if you happen to be in the Hampton Roads, Virginia area. Look, it's Priority Ford, 3420 North Military Highway, located in Norfolk, Virginia. Let them know that Arrington sent you. And yeah, they will make sure that they will hook you up with a nice ride, luxury, affordable, and just flat out comfortable and great on gas too. So again, I want to thank them for being a proud supporter of the Arrington Gavin Show. Look, my friends, we're going to take a quick commercial break. Don't go anywhere. You are listening to the Arrington Gavin Show.
You know, just like a winning team evolves throughout the season, so does your beard. I'm Arrington Gavin, proud CEO of Rugged Evolution Beard Care. With our premium oils, balms, and grooming tools, it's everything you need to level up your beard game. Whether you're a seasoned pro or a rookie, Rugged Evolution is the new smooth. Order now and dominate the beard game like never before. Rugged Evolution Beard Care, because every beard deserves to be legendary.
What's happening, y'all? Welcome back to the Arrington Gavin Show. I am your guy, Arrington Gavin. Look, let's get it going with our fun fact of the day, as we like to start off before we go into the conversation. Check this out. So, did you know that there are over 10 holidays that celebrate chocolate? Are y'all chocolate fans out there? I'm just curious. Like, I feel I've yet to interact with somebody or come across anyone that is anti-chocolate. I've never ever witnessed anybody that is like against chocolate. Like, ugh, I hate the taste of chocolate. I don't like chocolate cake. I don't like it. I've never met that person. And if so, if I have, I know that they are very, very in a team of their own, because let me tell you something, the world will be in true sadness without chocolate. Milk chocolate, dark chocolate, chocolate, everything chocolate. Chocolate shakes, chocolate ice cream. Says here that the National Confectioners Association recognizes everything from National Milk Chocolate Day to National Bittersweet Chocolate with Almonds Day to National Chocolate Day alone happens 3 times annually: July 7th, October 28th, and December 28th. Obviously it shows that we love us some chocolate. All right. I don't know what I'll do without my Hershey bar with almonds. That's right, I said it. I am a Hershey bars with almond fan. And it's funny because a friend of mine is from Germany, and we have the the back and forth who has the best chocolate, because she's like, German chocolate is the best chocolate. Okay, it's the best chocolate. I'm like, first of all, I don't care what you have to say. Nothing can beat my Hershey bar with almonds. Okay, Hershey with almonds all day, every day. Even think of like your top cookie, chocolate chip. Hello, that's like that's the fan favorite. It's traditional. It's traditional. You can't ruin it. That's the the go-to, uh, 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 the go-to cookie, go-to candy, chocolate everything. So let me digress. Moving on. Let's see right here. So it looks like it's not looking too sharp in the case in regards to current mayor Eric Adams. Now, again, still innocent until proven guilty. Still innocent until proven guilty, but it's just I don't know, man. It's always something new popping up each and every day within this case. He's very vocal on saying, "Hey, look, I'm an innocent man. There is nothing. Hold on, let me fix this graphic for you all while I'm over here talking. Uh Looks like it's gonna pop. Not gonna work. All right, so let me go ahead and read this for you all. It says here that the sixth senior member of Mayor Eric Adams' administration is stepping down. Sources says this is reported by CNN. But says here that another top aide of embattled New York City Mayor Eric Adams is stepping down. First Deputy Mayor Sheena Wright, who had her phone seized by federal investigators recently, is expected to resign, according to sources familiar with the plan. It is not yet known when she will resign, but they are saying that most likely she will resign. Wright is the sixth senior member of the Adams administration to step down amidst several swirling investigations. CNN has reached out to City Hall for comment. Adams is facing 5 federal counts of bribery, corruption, wire fraud, and soliciting and accepting donations from foreign nationals. Now, he pleaded not guilty at his arraignment last week and has said he did nothing wrong. Now, the mayor was accused in the indictment of seeking and accepting improper valuable benefits, such as luxury international travel, including from wealthy foreign business people, and at least one Turkish government official seeking to gain influence over him. Now, additional charges against Adams are possible, and it's likely there will be additional defendants charged as part of the alleged scheme in the federal corruption case. Prosecutors Hagen Scotton said recently in a court hearing. Once again, guys, I had recently, excuse me, I have something stuck in my throat. I had recently shared a clip from former Detroit mayor, I believe his name was Kwame Kilpatrick. He was a former, you can say, corrupt politician. He had a horrible record as far as when from finishing up his political career, because he was caught doing pretty much similar acts that's involving Mayor Eric Adams. Now, the former mayor has since accused the Democratic Party on why his career in politics is the way it is now. He says the system is corrupt. The party is corrupt. I was an innocent man. You realize they're always taking out black men in leadership, and that's their go-to. If you don't side with who your higher uppers, if you don't side with the team, they will take you out in a heartbeat. I'm not saying he is right, nor am I saying is he wrong. I'm a skeptic. I don't believe the first thing that I hear, but he does have a point, because I've even spoken with politicians from each side of the aisle. They've always told me that, look, don't listen what the news tell you, because sometimes we have our biggest issues within our own party amongst each others, and not even on the opposing sides. Which again makes sense why it's always a waiting game, because you first got to get it through within your own party, get the amount of votes, then boom, you got to go on the other side. You got to try and have an agreement with people from opposing political parties. This is going to be a long running case investigation, because you're talking about a newly elected mayor, right? You already have stories of former governor Andrew Cuomo looking to enter into the mayoral race, depending on what happens to Eric Adams. I mean, they're already just assuming that, oh, he's going to have to resign. The seat's going to be open. Boom, here's my chance to win back my city. Blase, blase, blase. But I gave my 2 cents on the former Detroit mayor because, again, I can't say is he being bitter. That's why he's bringing up these arguments. And remember, he's so bitter that he is endorsing Donald Trump. That's something that you got to remember too. And what I mean by bitter, he is not voting for anyone within the Democratic Party ever. I mean, he could easily say I'm gonna vote third party, but it sounds like he can agree and or rely on Donald Trump's position. Now, I'm not aware if Donald Trump had pardoned him while he was in jail. I'm unaware on that. But it's very interesting. I will say it's a very interesting case, a very interesting story. Most outlets, most reports are saying that even analysts and strategists are saying, if I was Eric Adams, I would resign. Now, if he resigns now, would it kind of have an impact on the presidential race? Again, I always bring up timing. If he resigns now, right? He's a Democratic mayor in New York City, very liberal city, very liberal state. Would that impact, say, undecided voters that are leaning more towards Kamala Harris? The reason why I say that is because, in my opinion, whenever I hear about a politician getting involved in something corrupt, especially when it involves them living a more luxurious life, living a more luxurious life, better than their constituents. I have a bone to pick with that because right now a lot of households are hurting right now financially. There is lack of peace and just it's a lack of peace in the world, and everybody is just losing their cool. Division obviously is on an all-time high, and it seems like it's not getting any better. So when we feel like we're starting to get towards the right path, boom, this occurs. Somebody that you thought you could trust is now caught looking out for himself. Now, this is all my opinion. You're innocent until proven guilty. Actually, a fellow New Yorker, sports analyst, journalist, you know him, you love him, Stephen A. Well, I mean, I don't know. Some of y'all got mixed reviews about Stephen A. Smith. I'm a huge Stephen A. Smith fan. Recently on his show, he gave his 2 cents about this whole Eric Adams fiasco happening in New York City because he is a native New Yorker. I believe he still has a home in New York and works in New York. And this is what he had to say about the whole thing.
Gentlemen, for all of us, myself included, ignorance of the law doesn't excuse you from the obligations that the law provides. So you might not even know half the time you're doing something wrong. You better find out. You better find out. Or you better have a damn good lawyer in your ear who's letting you know in real time. Because it's got to a point when I hear the Southern District of New York, I damn near feel you are guilty. That's how scary these people are. Because they usually get who they're coming for. That's all I wanted to say about that.
So, and then I hope y'all got that heard that pretty clear. I know it was a little staticky, but he basically said when you are in the hands of the Southern District of New York, it is a scary thing to be involved in because you're talking about some of the most successful prosecutors and attorneys out there. That, I mean, they are, again, when you hear about all the major cases, somehow it always leads to New York City. And it's like, wait, didn't this happen over here? But why is it coming over here in New York City? Everything is always coming to New York City. But like Stephen A. Smith said, you have to be aware on what you're prohibited to do and what you're what you're allowed to do and what you are not allowed to do. See what I'm saying? I'm literally multitasking. I'm texting my mother. My mother's asking me for something, and I'm recording this at the same time. What I guess the question I want to ask is: are elected officials, should they? I mean, are they innocent in a case like this? Like, I feel as though you have to be aware of what you are allowed to receive and what what is against the bylaws, what's against uh the laws as an elected official. You cannot receive a gift to this as an elected official. I mean, because sometimes you want to say, wait, can't they just be like, what if a friend is gifting him with something? Hey, a free trip to this and free trip to that. It all comes down to, okay, now is that friend going to turn around and have a building name after him? Is that friend going to be a part of a new expansion project that's happening within the city? Like, that's where the bribery and the corrupt part comes, where you say, okay, look, you give me this and I'll make sure I scratch you scratch my back, I'll scratch yours. I'll help you out on this case. I got you. What? Free tickets to what? Oh, I got you. You got the first hand in this upcoming project. Like, that's where the corruption piece comes into play. But I totally understand where Stephen A. Smith is coming from in regards to politicians have to be aware on what's allowed and what's not. And if they choose to do it, because you do have your corrupt politician out there that's going to say, bump it, I'm going to do it, whatever, until I get caught, then I guess I'll keep on enjoying it. But but like Stephen A. Smith said, whenever I hear Southern District of New York is involved in, you're guilty to me. You're just guilty, because that's how scary it is, because it gets stuff done. So should we all listen to Stephen A? That's not what I'm saying, but think about it, my friends. Think about it. All righty. Look, we're gonna move it on to another story. Uh Says here that a known veneer specialist, I didn't even know they even exist, but but apparently they do. A veneer specialist has been arrested and charged with 8 felonies after practicing dentistry and medicine for years without a license. Sold and taught veneer courses for $6,000. You hear me? $6,000. Now, in my opinion, the man just out hustled you. We have those people in that exist in our world. They out hustle you. And they make a profit off it. Now, look, you're probably saying, well, is anybody suing? Did anybody have any issues with their teeth? Did they rot out? Did they cause this and that? That we don't know. It's still very early on, but the profile looks sharp. The results look amazing. He's taught other people, to go into the school. And so obviously there's a lot of other people that are probably either veneer specialists unlicensed and working in dentistry unlicensed. But it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate because it's just, again, there's people out there that work hard and bust their ass to become a doctor in dentistry, right? And the funny thing is no such thing as a veneer specialist. There's no types of, there's no specialist. You have an orthodontist, you have a dentist. I don't quote me on the rest. I'm just uh trying to think of the stuff that I know, the terms that I know, and the positions in dentistry that I'm aware of, because I know they have two different offices. Orthodontist is more cosmetic work and all that other stuff, procedures, whatnot. Dentist, you can do your checkups, cavity checks, all that other stuff. I could be wrong, but I have great dentists, by the way. Got great teeth too. For those who are watching right now. Oh, I forgot to mention that in the beginning of the show. Do me a favor. You can subscribe to our YouTube channel, our Smooth Club Media. Again, YouTube, as well as on Rumble at the Arrington Gavin Show on Rumble. Subscribe. I truly appreciate it. Share with a friend, comment, thumbs up, all the good stuff. Also, our Instagram page is the Arrington Gavin Show, and then on X, formerly known as Twitter, at the Arrington Gavin Show. So I truly appreciate it. Follow us on all social medias. And yes, share with a friend, all that good stuff. All right, back to this story. Let me go ahead and play this soundbite for you.
An Atlanta man who went viral on TikTok for veneer transformations is now in the Fulton County Jail. Good evening. I'm George Estevez in for Justin Farmer.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Linda Stouffer. Authorities say the man is not a dentist and never has been. And they say he's been putting patients at risk. In a Channel 2 Action News exclusive, consumer investigator Justin Gregg is live in Northeast Atlanta after going along with investigators who raided the business. Justin.
Yeah, these are the 8 felony criminal warrants. Investigators still there at this hour. They called this Operation Toothache, and the deputy district attorney figured out what was going on here by seeing a viral TikTok. Investigators raided what looks like a high-end dental practice in Northeast Atlanta. Check out social media. You see the specialty of A-List Smiles Atlanta. Veneers.
It does look reputable. It does look professional, and that's part of the scam.
To his 157,000 Instagram followers.
An Atlanta man who went viral.
Brandon Dillard promoted himself as Atlanta's top veneer specialist and trainer, but he's not showing off that expensive smile in this booking photo on 8 felony charges, including practicing dentistry and medicine without a license and theft by deception.
Is Brandon Dillard a dentist? Brandon Dillard is not a dentist. He's never been a dentist. And as much as he may want to play one on Instagram, he is not one.
Fulton County District Attorney Fonnie Willis tells me only licensed dentists can do this kind of work in Georgia. But Dillard has been operating here for years. It's in plain sight.
If you went to this and you thought it was a dental
From around the country to be a veneer specialist. But there is no such thing legally as a veneer specialist. Or
There's no such thing as a veneer specialist. You hear that? Makes $6,000 just off of a 2-day veneer course. Been in a place for years. Open to public. People literally are like saying, you know, he's a professional. I go to him all the time. Like, this is just like real life stuff. Like, people just go to this guy and they're like, oh yeah, he's the best, man. When I go to him, I get, look at these teeth right here. Turns out this man ain't even licensed. Man, let me tell you something. Like, I wonder if some of his clients knew that. Because I know some people with certifications that I think that does the whole whitening and veneers and all that stuff. I know people, but I'm like, wait a minute, you got a what? A certification. Oh no, I'm good. You know how you always get those scammers be like, oh, come on, it's perfectly fine. It's perfectly fine. Like, I mean, it's just, look, y'all, go to true professionals, okay? Make sure you look at read the reviews, make sure you get some documentation. You need proof that they are true professionals, okay? That's all I'm saying. That is all I am saying here. So it looks like again, 8 counts, let me see, what's the yes, 8 felonies after practicing dentistry and medicine for years without a license. My question for you all is, have y'all ever thought about getting veneers? Like, I've seen a lot of celebrities that it looks very, it like blends in with their regular smile and teeth. Like, it looks very natural, then I see some of them that looks very unnatural. Like I said, I've seen people with their teeth looking like they're about to fall out their face. I mean, big teeth, big ass teeth. And I'm like, whoa, what in the world? And it looks weird. Looks weird. And yeah. It just looks weird. Like I don't know if it's a special toothpaste they use. I'm scared like your teeth might fall out. I'm very passionate about my teeth. And that's one thing. You're not gonna catch me being an old person, not even an old person, just a person with any missing teeth in my mouth. When they say, "Oh, we gotta pull the teeth out," I'll be like, "All right, how can we replace it? What you gonna put in there? I don't want no silver. I want no gold. I want teeth. I want good teeth. I want it to look like I've never lost these teeth. I'm so serious, y'all. I will go broke as long as I am paying for my smiles. My teeth is my everything. Okay, and I like my sugars. I like my candies and all this other stuff. But I'm big on my teeth, y'all. I'm big on my teeth. Let's see it here. How we're looking with time. Look, we're gonna take a quick break. We'll have more here on the Arrington Gavin Show. So do me a favor, don't go anywhere. You are listening to the Arrington Gavin Show. Talk to you on the other side.
Become a man of distinction with Rugged Evolution Beard Care. Order our scented beard oils and beard balms to help you maintain and grow the perfect beard. Order today. Try our men's care products like the full body exfoliating cleansing bars, body wash, smooth stash, and more. Log on to our website or download our app to place your orders. Rugged Evolution Beard Care. We're your luxury but affordable men's care line. And remember,
rugged is the new smooth.
What is happening, y'all? Look, just wanted to follow you up with this presidential race. Of course, more endorsements on of course, more endorsements happening on both sides of the aisle. You have more Republican voices, key Republican voices, that are endorsing Democratic nominee Kamala Harris. As I mentioned before, Liz Cheney, former Wyoming Congresswoman Liz Cheney, the daughter of former Vice President Dick Cheney, has openly endorsed Kamala Harris for president. And she is now on the campaign trail speaking at some of her rallies on why she is voting for Kamala Harris. Let me play you this soundbite that former Congresswoman Liz Cheney had to say on why she is voting for Kamala Harris.
I was a Republican even before Donald Trump started spray tanning. I tell you, I have never voted for a Democrat. But this year, I am proudly casting my vote for Vice President Kamala Harris. It is Donald Trump's closest aides who also told us this. They said that while the attack on our Capitol was happening, Donald Trump was handed a note informing him that a civilian had been shot at the door to the chamber of the United States House of Representatives. Donald Trump put the note down on the table in front of him, continued to watch the attack on television, and still refused to tell the mob to leave the Capitol. Donald Trump was willing to sacrifice our Capitol to allow law enforcement officers to be beaten and brutalized in his name and to violate the law and the Constitution in order to seize power for himself. I don't care if you are a Democrat or a Republican or an independent. That is depravity, and we must never become numb to it. I was a Republican even before Donald Trump started spray tanning. I tell you,
So that was former Wyoming Congresswoman, strong conservative Republican Liz Cheney. Liz Cheney. Now, if you see this compassion in politics, right? Because let's be honest, I was a Colin Powell fan, huge Colin Powell fan. Colin Powell's a Republican. Nothing wrong with that. He worked in the Bush administration. Wasn't anything wrong with that. Guess what? He endorsed Barack Obama and did it again. So let me say some people. There was a time where people that had opposing views could still fellowship with each other, hang out nonstop with each other without going, literally going to blows in politics. It all changed under the Trump era. You hear me? It all changed under the Trump era. I mean, am I wrong? No. That is the God honest truth. You keep on saying that the Republican Party now is more united than ever. Yeah, it's probably more united amongst each other, but it's not united as a whole. As a cultural base. Like I'm talking about everybody on all sides coming together. No, there's no unity. There is no unity, and it's funny because it's not even unity happening in the Republican Party. Republican officials, people from traditional Republican values, they're leaving. They're like, this party is crazy. They are losing their ish. You hear me? It leads me to another segment of the day. I titled it Trump supporters are weird. and look, I have friends that are close friends that are Trump supporters, and nothing personal, but let's just be honest. Some of these Trump supporters, man, are weird. I respect you if you're a Republican, you conservative. I have nothing against you at that. But Trump supporters, I'm sorry, y'all a little weird. So recently, at an auction, I don't even know where this auction was held. Austin, Texas. This man. Let me see if I can find it. This man had purchased or won a bid on a Taylor Swift signed autograph guitar signed by a autographed guitar. I'm getting my words mixed up. It was a signed guitar from Taylor Swift. Taylor Swift. And so I believe it says here the winning after winning it was auctioned for $3,200. And once the gentleman got it, this is what he did to that guitar. For those who are watching, you can, the video is very interesting. And then for those who are listening, I'll share more about it on the other side.
Hey, Gary. Gary. Now take that, hang up that busted thing.
Go ahead, hang up that busted thing. Hang up that busted thing. I mean, it is interesting in my opinion because everybody's saying, "Oh, it was just a joke. It was just a joke." Well, it's a weird joke in my opinion. It's weird. It is very weird because what is that implying? Obviously implies that he's no Taylor Swift fan, and guess what? He happened to be a Trump supporter. Shocker. But I don't get the joke. I don't get the joke. Now, I don't even get the joke when we're watching, if I'm watching sports and I see opposing people burning the jersey of the opposing team. To me, that's a bit you're getting weird. You're getting a little bit too, it's a game. Come on, chillax. But says here that a man who was for some reason smashed up a guitar with a hammer in Texas may have thought it had been signed by Taylor Swift, but it was not. In fact, an official Swift certified guitar. In a video has gone viral. The unidentified man is seen taking a small hammer to the guitar after he allegedly bought it for charity auction for $4,000. Well, we know he's a rich man because, hey, anybody just got $4,000 to spend or to waste like that. On a post on X showing that actually it went up to like 20 million. It was viewed 22 million times on X, and it just shows this gentleman, as I mentioned before, happened to be a Trump supporter, smashing the guitar that he thought was signed by Taylor Swift, and it looks like a custom decked out guitar that has Taylor Swift's face on it and everything. Again, weird. He gets the guitar and bang, 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 banging it. And hey, look, we all saw when Taylor Swift made the endorsement that she was that made the announcement she was going to be endorsing Kamala Harris and Tim Walz, and she was saying, "Hey, this crazy cat lady is going with Kamala, and I'm voting for her." So now you see the whole back and forth. I know Taylor Swift probably lost some fans because of her stance, who she's voting for and stuff like that. Who cares? She's rich, she's successful. People are still gonna buy her music, and obviously they're paying money to buy a guitar just to smash it. Again, weird. So that's what we have dealing with in our society. People taking the time out of their busy schedules, wasting $4,000. Yet I bet you that man is still saying it's the economy. The economy needs to get better. Fool! I almost said another term that I did not want to say. Fool! You just wasted $4,000. Now, if you're the exact same individual that's saying Trump's gonna help and bring back the economy, well, you could have helped your pocket if you ain't wasting on smashing things and just wasting your money. I mean, shoot, look at Kid Rock. Kid Rock bought cases and cases and cases of Bud Light because he didn't like the stance that they took during the Pride month. He bought cases and cases of Bud Light beer only to just blast it with his shotgun. I mean, really? And you're the same people that are saying, "Oh, the economy is ruined, this and that and the other." The economy is ruined because y'all wasting your own money. All right. Everybody can still function. Obviously, people are still functioning because when you make the investment to waste $4,000 or to waste countless of money on beer just to blast it because you didn't like the stance it took, then it tells me that the economy is not the only thing that people are drooling over or that's a big issue. Now I understand things are costly nowadays, but guess what? The economy fluctuates all the time. Literally every season, every quarter, every week, it boom, 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 boom. It goes in cycles. So to say it's just the economy, come on, y'all. It's more than just the economy why you're leaning towards this individual, in my opinion. But let me digress from this story. I want to bring up another conversation here on the program. And this is about elder abuse. So recently, there was a viral video that showed very known singer Frankie Valli, known for his hit song I Can't Take My Eyes Off You. I know I Only Got Eyes for You. Excuse me. Oh no. What is that? What is that song called? Can't Take My Eyes Off You. Can't take my eyes off of you. You know, he is he's still performing the Frankie Valli and the Four Season crooner. He is 90 years old. You hear me? 90 years old. And there's a video showing him performing, and really you can tell it's like very strong lip singing, and I'll be honest, he look every bit of 90. He look every bit of 90. But a lot of people were just feeling bad because they're like, he looks lost up there, right? He looks like he doesn't really want to be up there. And again, that's something that we all will never know. Now, not former, but the founding member of and last living original member of the Temptations, Otis Williams, had at first said that he was thinking it might have been claims of elder abuse. Then he's backtracking those claims, saying, hey, look, I'm pushing 83. I still want to go up there and perform. And not stop. It's not elder abuse. It's me enjoying the music. It's me having a good time. It could easily be the same thing for this singer right here, Frankie Valli, but people still love to see the greats perform. Patti LaBelle is still torn. Smokey Robinson is still torn. Stevie Wonder is still torn. Dr. Shirley Caesar, Pastor Shirley Caesar I know she's in her 80s. She's still performing. People love to see singers that have, especially the singers that have timeless music, still perform. Wayne Newton is still performing in Las Vegas. Mr. Las Vegas, he's still performing now. He got a lot of work done, but hey, he got the money for it, and it's Vegas, baby. What can I say? So Frankie Valli breaks his silence after performance video sparked concern. Nobody's forcing me to go on stage, he said. It says here that in a statement, he says, I know there has been a lot of stuff on the internet about me lately, so I wanted to clear the air. I am blessed to be 90 years old and still be doing what I love to do. And as long as I am able and audience want to come see me, I am going to be out there performing as I always. I absolutely love what I do, and I know we put on a great show because our fans are still coming out and in force, and show still rocks. He went on to add that how do we do the show? The Four Seasons sound was always about layering vocals and instruments. We used our 60 years of experience, so we sound like the records. I sing. I have singers who sing. Great arrangements, everything. I get a chuckle from the comments wondering if someone's forcing me to go on stage. Nobody has ever made me do anything I didn't want to. Statement concluded by saying, I plan to be doing shows as long as I can, delivering that great Four Seasons sound. Like the line in Jersey Boys, I'm like the bunny on TV that just keeps going and going and going, chasing the music. Well said, Mr. Valli. Well said. I think people are just looking out. People are looking out for people like Mr. Valli, because look, we just lost iconic actor, Good Times father, Kunta Kinte on Roots, John Amos, right? And Amos. And he at the time was a case that he was going through elder abuse with his family, and it's still an ongoing case, right? It's extrememely sad, but it's still an ongoing case. So when you see people up there performing at a very old age, and it's look like, why? Like, because a lot of people are just saying, like, why still perform when I'm 90? I want to enjoy life. I want to do. this is him enjoying life, y'all. This is him enjoying life. So we're just living in a very ageist society. I think we really do live in a very ageist society, and everybody is like, I think they need to take it easy on this guy. Let me see. How am I looking? What time? I think I have a. Let me just make sure I'm not missing anything. Let me go ahead and I got one more story I'm gonna take out, and then the whole Jaguar right. I'm gonna save that for the next show. So let's see. Gonna take a quick break. When we come back, I have the final story of the show. Don't go anywhere, my friends. You are listening to the Arrington Gavin Show. What is going on, family? Welcome back to the Arrington Gavin Show. So our last story of the day, this comes from a story I was reading on Revolt News. And it says here that a FAMU Senior seeks to revive college Republicans chapter, receives no faculty support. I thought this was quite an interesting story. The reason I thought this was interesting because, again, we're in a world where, I think, current society, Black Republicans is very foreign, right? Not Black conservatives, but Black Republicans are very foreign, especially in an HBCU school, in an HBCU, historically Black college or university. I think it's very foreign seeing conservative and Republican chapters and groups within those schools, because sometimes HBCUs will always lean more left, and if they do have political groups that are established, is mostly Democrats, right? It's a democratic organizations that are more popular. And so I thought this was interesting because I don't hear a lot of HBCUs embracing conservative, Republicans more than lots of conservatives. I think conservatives are from both sides, just like there's liberals on both sides. But again, Republicans is a one solid group of values. I know many of Republicans that came from HBCUs and very pro-Black. Okay, it's just, again, when it comes to core views that benefit them and that they rely with, it is it's more, they explain it very easy. I totally understand it. So it says here that a Florida A&M University senior is working to reestablish an active chapter of college Republicans, but has encountered difficulties in finding a faculty advisor to complete the process. Now, her name is Sharice Lane. She's 25 years old and a senior majoring in public relations at Historical Black University, is a registered Republican. She's seen, obviously, in this picture, guys, with current Republican Congressman Byron Donald, who attended FAMU. School guidelines require all students' organizations to have an advisor in order to become official. She quotes, "I have reached out to professors. The two who responded said they couldn't do it." Then she added, "So it's not like I'm not trying." I want to play this soundbite that she shared. Let me see if I can get this on.
To explain to you why I'm a Republican and what values of mine align with the party. First off, I want to say I've never been a Democrat. I've never registered as a Democrat. The first time I was able to register to vote, I registered as a Republican. And I would say first, because of my Christian values and the fact that I was raised with conservative values. And also, I was raised in the Black church. I was raised around that type of environment. My grandparents are pastors, so I was raised in that environment. And I also went to a Christian school and was brought up in that. Now, concerning my values, the first thing that I believe in is a strong family unit. Now, I've never been married and I've never had children, but that's something that I do desire for myself concerning my future. I also believe that all human life is precious and that life matters from the time that a baby is inside of a woman's womb up until the time that someone. I am trying to restart the College Republicans at FAMU. So today I'm here to explain to you why I'm a Republican and what values of mine align with the party. First off, I want to say.
So I totally get her. I totally get her take, her stance on why. Well, I say it like this. When she explained, okay, Christian values, there's Christians on both sides. So I always I can't stand when people of faith will put faith in one party and like the Republican Party is the party of Christians. That's a lie. That's a lie. So that's one thing where I never gathered. She also said traditional household, right? Man and woman. All right, I got that. She said she's pro she's pro Lord have mercy, pro life. And which is understandable. That is a known conservative value, Republican value issue is, hey, if you're a Republican, most likely you're pro-life. I get that. I think she seems it just by hearing her sharing her views. I think she's considered, I would say, as good as it gets Republican. She seems very fair. I don't think she's trying to sway or turn people from thinking that her party is the best party in the world. I think she's a registered Republican. She was born into it. She was raised in a Republican household. It's perfectly fine. It says here currently no historical Black college or universities have active chapters of college Republicans. See, doesn't surprise me. In the past, however, there have been chapters of several HBCUs, including Howard University, Morehouse College, Central State University, and FAMU. Now, according to NBC, the last time FAMU had an active chapter of college Republicans was during the 2018 to 2019 school year. Now, Fort FAMU has an active chapter of college Democrats. NBC reports that 7 in 10 students of the universities are registered Democrats. Now, Lane says she has 3 classmates have met as at least twice this school year in an unofficial capacity. They're also attending a presidential debate watch party hosted by Florida State University's college Republicans. She quotes, "I believe that black people are needed on both sides," expressing the determination to continue her efforts to reestablish a chapter. I'm gonna clap it up for her. I love that. I respect that. I respect that. Y'all know I'm an independent. I'm not married to any side of the aisle, but I highly, highly respect someone who says, hey, look, we need representation on both sides of the aisle. You hear me? Both sides of the aisle. So I have nothing but respect for Miss Lane. I hope that that party continues to grow. I hope that it grows on all HBCU campuses, because in my opinion, there's no other powerful vote. There's no other powerful community than the Black community. When it comes to politics, look, we are the key people that helps get politicians in office, and we can make a huge difference. So do me a favor, make sure you're registered to vote. Vote. It's a crucial election happening, y'all. Yes, y'all do your part. Continue to tune into the Arrington Gavin Show Monday through Fridays, 11 p.m. on WDJY 99.1 FM straight talk, as well as online at DJYFM.com. You can listen to us on all podcast platforms, as well as on the streaming platforms of YouTube and Rumble. Y'all take care. I will see you next time for some more here on the Arrington Gavin Show. Peace, love, all the above. I'm out.